Hello. Today's video I will be talking about testimony, and why I choose this topic is because many of my friends still unaware of the benefits of this Vivix. Okay, unaware of this Vivix, and hopefully after this video I can bring some confidence into them regarding this Vivix. Okay, so today's video I have six testimonies, and they all recovered from taking Vivix. Okay, they all recovered taking Vivix, and I hope from this testimony I can help many people. Okay, what prompted me to talk about testimony is that today is February 3rd. Okay, 2018. Okay, just last month, which means nearly about 10 days ago, I called a friend on the 25th of January. I called a friend, and we have not met for nearly half a year. So I was thinking, I gave him a call, and he was quick to cut me off to say that he's very busy and don't have time. So that was a very quick call on the 25th of January. Then after 2 days of thinking, he maybe felt that he owed me an explanation. So he sent me a SMS, text message, to say that he is having cancer. Okay, he's having a cancer, and I was thinking, no wonder he was lying low for so long. So I paid him a visit last Sunday morning, and he was describing his his problem. He had some kind of growth here, it's a lump, and it's quite uncomfortable, and he was tolerating it for more than a year, until this thing becomes unpleasant. Then he got mucus in the nose and things like that, and then finally, after ding dong with the doctor coming in and out, she decided to do a thorough checkup, and that is when he was diagnosed with a nose cancer. And it wasn't pretty, it wasn't pretty, because he had to undergo many chemotherapy, and on the third chemotherapy, he was practically knocked out, and he was in coma for 5 days, didn't wake up. So once in a while between that 5 days, he will get into a fit, very violent reaction, and they have to strap him down so that he wouldn't move around. So for 5 days he was strapped on the hospital bed. That was after the third chemo. Then later on they decided to give a lower dosage and things like that. So that was his story to me last Sunday. So after 6 days of thinking, I decided maybe I should make this video. Why? Because I have two other friends who have nose cancer, and both of them didn't survive. And I hope through this video, if you can see my YouTube or Facebook, I hope he will get around to buy Vivix. I hope he can. Now, a lot of time when a person suffers from cancer, the hospital will recommend chemotherapy and radiation, okay, and that will affect your cell, your normal cell also, okay. They kill the cancer cell. At the same time, your normal cell will be affected. Now, so normally before they give a chemotherapy, they will have to take a blood test to make sure that your blood count is good, okay? Your blood count, that means your white blood cell, red blood cell, your platelet is okay. Then they will give you the treatment, okay? So last Monday he had his blood test, my friend had his blood test, and the next day, Tuesday, he sent me the report, okay, by WhatsApp, okay. The report was fantastic, okay. He had a good blood count, okay. He had a good blood count, and on Tuesday itself, he undergo chemotherapy, okay. And it's very funny, it's very funny that the doctors do blood test before chemotherapy, but they never do blood test after chemotherapy, right? Because it's also important to know after chemotherapy how much of your blood, white blood cell, red blood cell, and your platelet is still intact. Yeah, is still intact. You need to know, because if you don't know, you will be like him. After the third chemotherapy, he is already in coma. Yeah, 5 days in coma, and even if the hospital don't do blood count after chemo, those people who suffer from cancer and go for chemotherapy, I strongly advise, after chemotherapy, you can go, it's not very expensive, just go outside and get a blood count, so that you know after chemotherapy how much of this blood count is still inside your body, working inside there. You need to know, okay. And if you know your blood count after chemotherapy, I'm very, very sure you will actually take Vivix, take Vivix. Now, look at it this way, normally a chemotherapy will cost about maybe 50,000 or more, okay. Don't talk about those government hospital. If you are going, normally most of people, when life and death is a concern, they would probably go for a private hospital, and it's about 50K and more, depends on how severe is your cancer. So if you can invest 50,000 in a chemotherapy and radiation, I would suggest you set aside another 5,000 ringgit, 5,000 ringgit, and buy 10 bottles of Vivix, 10 bottles of Vivix, and you take in conjunction with your cancer treatment, okay, cancer treatment. And the first week, I would suggest you take 1 teaspoon a day. If your body don't react, you can increase to 2 teaspoons a day, and then if your body don't react to that, you can increase to 3. If still don't react, you can increase to 4 teaspoons a day, okay. And if you faithfully take all the 10 bottles of Vivix, I'm very sure you're just back to normal, back to normal. So 5,000 is a small price to pay to get a peace of mind, because if not, you are just like playing Russian roulette, thinking that you take some ginger juice will help, you take some herbs will help, and things like that. All these, I don't know, I cannot comment, but what I do know is Vivix helps. So today I'm sharing with you these 6 testimony. Okay. Now the first testimony is this Mr. Law. Okay, this Mr. Law. Okay, and he got lung cancer. Okay, lung cancer, and as you know, the moment the word spread out that you have cancer, you have all sorts of friends coming in to sell all sorts of products. Okay, so this is no different to Mr. Law. Okay, so when they try to push Vivix to him, of course, he don't, you know, he have heard it before, you know. But his friend is quite persistent. He said, why not you give me a chance, you know, you give Vivix a chance. So 1 year after, I think his chemotherapy, he decided to take the Vivix, and he never regret. And few people who take Vivix and recover, few people put their testimony on YouTube. Very few people. Okay, these are the people who benefit. Okay, because a lot of people also suffer from lung cancer. They want to know your story. By putting it on YouTube, and you're helping other people who have lung cancer. You know, when you know, when you are diagnosed with cancer, the first thing is a shock. Why me, and things like that. Then when you recover, you must think other people also will be thinking like that. So your testimony on YouTube helps. So I managed to pull down this testimony of Mr. Law, and you can hear a short testimony from him here. And I also included the website where you can hear his full testimony. Okay, his web link I also included. You go to his website, web link there, and listen to his full testimony. So I'm giving you a short one here.
Well, it goes back 9 years ago. Actually, 9 years ago I had cancer. So after my chemotherapy, I was looking for some supplements to help my recovery. Then 1 year after my chemotherapy, I actually met Dr. Andrew. Well, when he introduced me to Shaklee, well, my first reaction was very normal. I rejected because I was thinking, I had enough supplements already, you know, whatever brands you can name, you know, I've already tried. And I decided actually to go full-time in Shaklee after 1 month consuming Shaklee, because it changed my energy level, it changed my health condition.
Okay. Now, this Mr. Law has gone on to become the master coordinator. Yeah, master coordinator. So the 5,000 that he invested in Vivix pay back many times. All you need to do is just tell your stories. Okay, all you need to do is tell your story. Now, my next video testimony is about cancer also. Okay, this is the second cancer. Her son suffered from this Hodgkin lymphoma. Hodgkin lymphoma at the age of 10. Okay, so I have to go into the website, YouTube, to understand what is this Hodgkin lymphoma. You see, our blood from the arteries to the vein, in between you have a lot of capillaries. It is at these capillaries where a lot of this liquid is being drained out from the blood vessel. Okay, from the blood vessel. So it's a kind of a blood cancer, and the fault is actually from the white blood cell there. Okay, he just allow all this growth, unhealthy growth, to grow with unchecked. Okay, now this is the story of this mother. Okay, the mother is talking about the son. The son is about 10 years old, and this incident happened in 2011. Okay, and she's very popular in Shaklee. A lot of people has been using her testimony, and it helps a lot of people with this type of rare cancer. Okay.
Di sana juga doktor telah memberitahu bahawa anak saya mengidap penyakit Hodgkin lymphoma stage 4 yang sangat berbahaya. Anak saya disuruh menjalani rawatan kemoterapi. Saya dan suami diberi kaunseling supaya tabah mengenai rawatan ini. Rawatan ini 50-50. Anak saya dilarang berjumpa dengan orang luar kerana ditakuti jangkitan kuman. Kami berulang-alik ke HKL selama 2 tahun, 6 bulan untuk rawatan kemoterapi, dan yang selebihnya untuk rawatan susulan. Setelah tempoh 2 tahun menjalani rawatan di HKL, doktor mengesahkan anak saya sihat daripada kanser. Tetapi doktor menasihatkan kami supaya menjaga pemakanannya kerana ditakuti penyakitnya akan berulang semula.
The next video is about kidney disease. Okay, kidney disease, and this happened in September 2015. This man, Encik Muhammad Rashid bin Ismail, he had a kidney disease. And what are kidney disease is that? His urine has been discharging a lot of protein. And why is that so? Protein is supposed to be kept in the body to create muscles and all sorts of cell tissue, and it is not supposed to go out, okay, into the urine. So what happened is the white blood cell is a little bit confused, and it start eating the membrane that is like a filter bag that prevents protein from going out into the urine. So this filter bag is had many holes, okay, and it's the white blood cell that is eating up this bag membrane and creating all these holes, okay. And what happened is protein is being discharged, but liquid is not. So you can see people with this type of disease, they have water retention, okay, in their legs, in their hands, and things like that. Okay, here is his story.
Pada sinilah saya mendapati dan telah diberitahu oleh doktor saya telah menghadapi masalah nephrotic syndrome ini. Setelah disahkan saya menghadapi nephrotic syndrome, doktor telah memberi saya pemban ubat untuk merawat penyakit ini. Saya berbincang dengan isteri untuk memulangkan sebemban ubat ataupun spesifiknya steroid yang digunakan untuk merawat penyakit ini.
Dan hakikat sebenarnya kami ni nak berikhtiar dengan Vivix Shakely.
Alhamdulillah, dengan izin Allah, selepas sebetul Vivix, bacaan protein menampakkan penurunan.
This one is being told by the wife, okay, the wife, and the husband has this kidney disease where protein is being discharged again, okay, protein is being discharged, and you can see that the husband legs are swollen, hand are swollen, and all that. So this story is being told by the wife.
Sebab masa suami kena nephrotic syndrome tu, semua jadi naik tau. Kolesterol dia tinggi, bawah kadar tinggi dia naik, jadi semua bacaan dia tak elok. Tapi Alhamdulillah selepas mengamalkan Vivix, kesihatan bertambah baik, dan sampai sekarang Alhamdulillah suami sihat, masih lagi menjalani pemeriksaan berkala, dan syukur Alhamdulillah tiada lagi masalah buah pinggang bocor. Jadi pada mereka di luar sana yang nak berikhtiar, saya sangat sarankan anda untuk memilih Vivix sebagai ikhtiar untuk penyakit ini. Okey, jadi jika nak dapatkan Vivix, jangan lupa call ini 0122812952.
Okay, so you can see Vivix works wonders, somehow or other works wonders, and for $5,000 ringgit, for 5,000 ringgit for 10 bottles, I think it's really worth it, because all these diseases are life-threatening, okay, and if not properly treated, in less than 4 weeks, you are no more here, okay. It is best you don't try to do try your luck on some unproven methods. Vivix works. Okay, now the next one is a stroke. Okay, this is a stroke. Again, this story is being told by a lady. Her husband has a stroke, okay, and it's as recent as 2014. Okay, 2014, and you can see that even Vivix helps, okay, helps stroke patient, okay, and you can see her story with the husband beside, and you will never know, okay, he actually had a very severe stroke, very severe, and at one stage she's actually lost for words. She really don't know what to do, okay? Because suddenly the husband is incapable of doing anything. Any wife will get concerned. Okay, here is her story.
Setelah suami dimasukkan ke unit rawat terapi, tapi masih lagi tidak kesedarkan diri. Dan bila saya bertanya, hanya ada 3 kemungkinan yang dia mengalami, iaitu yang pertama, dia mengalami masalah mengenali dirinya dan keluarganya. Yang kedua, mengalami masalah mengenali dirinya dan cepat lupa. Dan yang ketiga, mengalami masalah pertuturan. Dengan kuasa Allah, telah seminggu berada di unit rawatan terapi, dia telah sedarkan diri. Dan yang lebih gembirakan kami sekeluarga, di mana telah mengenali kami satu keluarga, especially untuk keluarga ni lah. Alhamdulillah, Allah yang Maha Besar. Saya dan keluarga amat bersyukur sangat bila dia telah selamat dan mengingati kami sekeluarga. Cuma masalah pada saya dan keluarga, bila bertuturan dia tu menjadi masalah dan sukar untuk kami fahami.
So the last testimony is on Bell palsy. Okay, why I choose Bell palsy? Because 2 of my friends suffer from Bell palsy. One fully recovered and one is still struggling to recover. So I do a lot of research on Bell palsy. Now, the Bell comes from a name of a doctor, okay, who first described this sickness, okay, and it has nothing to do with stroke. It is a nerve problem, nothing to do with stroke. And basically your face got a lot of nerve cell. So when the brain sends instructions, it will go to the nerve cell and it will make your eyes, wink, make you smile, do a lot of facial expression from the muscle here, okay? And all these muscles that is moving your face must go to the brain, So it goes through a channel from here. This is your skull. There is a channel, some kind of a hole, a passageway where this nerve goes in to the channel. So what happened in Bell palsy is this passage, when it gets blocked means inflammation. So when it gets blocked, so the instructions from the brain, he tell the eyes to blink. The message didn't get through because the hole in the skull there is stopped by this inflammation. Therefore, you can sleep with the eyes open. You can't close. One of my friends, the doctor says, "Oh, you just use some kind of a mask to mask your eyes so that it won't be dry because your eyes open like an owl at night and it's very dry the next day, painful, very, very painful, And because there is a restriction in the channel here, so there is a pulling effect in your brain. Some people suffer severe pain. So basically, Bell palsy is an inflammation, a swollen at the passage there. And Vivix is fantastic. Vivix can reduce this inflammation there. He can make the inflammation go so that it is not blocked, so that the nerve cell, can move. Now, if those people who suffer from Bell palsy for a very long time, all the nerve here, I think, is already, they forget how to move, they forget to move. So, other than taking Vivix to reduce the inflammation at the channel here, you need to do a lot of massage. You need to try to wink your eyes, try to move your mouth. You need to do that so that the nerve can rewire again. The nerve can rewire again. So for Bell palsy, the first thing you need to do is reduce the inflammation so that the message from the brain can go to the face. And the next thing you do is you have to do a lot of massage so that all the wires can be reconnected again. So it requires a lot of effort on the person who suffer Bell palsy. Okay, you listen to this lady, she had Bell palsy, and from the way you talk, I don't think you know that she is suffering from Bell palsy. She recovered, and she's a brave lady because her testimony is taken in a room, so there is a lot of echo, and there is a lot of children shouting here and there and all that. So this testimony is not very clear, but from what little I know is that when her friend introduced her Vivix, she know that she had a lot of pain, and her idea is to reduce the pain. Okay, reduce the pain. So the first day when she took 1 teaspoon, she didn't take 1 teaspoon. Yeah. She actually take 1 tablespoon. 1 tablespoon. First day when she take, no problem. She don't feel anything. But the second day when she take, the pain is there. You know, the pain is there, and she really believed in the Vivix. So what she did is, a lot of people when they suffer this with pain and things like that, discomfort, they will stop Vivix. No, for this brave lady, she take about 5 to 7 tablespoons a day. Whenever she feel the pain, she take. Whenever she feel the pain, she take. You know, so she actually take large dosage, between 5 to 7 tablespoons a day. You know, and she recover fast lah. You know, she really recover fast because she take large dosage. So here is her testimony.
Sebab bel palsy ni dia tarik kita punya 3 point mata, hidung dan mulut. Dia akan tarik dekat center kat sini ni. So dia punya rasa macam sakit yang kena tarik. Menarik lah, dia menarik. Tapi rasa dia sakit yang macam mana cakap? Korang pernah tak macam sakit mata? Yang sakit gigi dengan dia bercantum. Baru dia cakap macam kita nak sebut BPNSNP, tu semua susah macam bapa, tak boleh. Kita tolak.
So from here you can see there are 6 examples of people recovering from their various illnesses, and all of them suffer a lot. And I'm thinking, if ever you have any illnesses which is quite critical, think about 5,000. It's a small price to pay. Small price to pay. It's not an expenditure. Okay, whatever you take is an asset to you. Why? Because the moment you recover and you tell your story, you get back many times over. Okay, in Shaklee. So this is the wonderful thing about Shaklee. Okay, it helps you to recover from very serious illnesses, and if you are brave enough to talk about it, you know, tell your stories, okay, in YouTube, in Facebook. That 5,000 you spend, you can easily recover back. You can easily recover back. Yeah. So today's video, I stop here. Bye bye.